No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smackin It Raw podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and I am here today with my co-hosts and special guests. First and foremost, she is the host of the She Elite Showcase, Inside the Mind of, In the Crowd, Getting Off, and Story Time with Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
For now, he is the Pornhub Poppy. Daddy Delgado, the Sultan of Spitter Swallow, my friend Vince.
What's happening? What's up?
And making their debut with us for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Team Bring It, DJ Redflags, and Stormy from the Heels4Life podcast. Welcome, guys.
I need you guys to do one thing for me.
Hey. I was still at the one. Thank you.
You guys know you got to do one thing for me. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge us.
You already know. You already know.
Thank you.
I want to thank you guys for coming. Wow. I was talking to you guys a little bit before the show. I've seen you guys on TikTok. You guys are hilarious. I thought this would be a great thing for us to do together. It seems like this is going to work out great. Everyone seems down for the concept, especially Chris. He's already having a blast.
Yes.
So I want to thank everyone who's watching us live right now, whether you're watching us over at twitch.tv/Creatia World, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get Prime Gaming. And if you link your Prime Gaming to your Twitch account, you get a free sub every month. That's right. You're already paying for Amazon Prime to get that free delivery and shit. So this costs you absolutely nothing. You can give it to your favorite Twitch streamer for absolutely free, and it helps support us a little bit. And I appreciate that. So whether it is us, whether it is Katie over at the She Elite Showcase, our friends at Botch Bots and Chair Shots, or anyone on Twitch that you think is doing a great job and you want to show support to, make sure you link those accounts and you give that free sub. Or, you know, if you got the money, throw them an extra sub. Like, we appreciate it. Please do that. You guys can also check us out at youtube.com/Creatia World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm and helps find new listeners.
And Katie, why is that important to me?
Oh, I can't wait for them to hear this. It's because you're a whore, Matt.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I am a whore for your likes, for your comments, for your views, for your listens. I am here to literally do anything to entertain you, and not just you. I want you to spread me around as much as possible. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your sister, aunts, uncles, step family, everyone you know that you think might enjoy what the fuck we do here today about us, so that they can come check it out and enjoy me as much as you do. And also, please don't tell my wife I let people call me a whore on the internet. Also, while you're here on YouTube, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing, and that's flick that bean. Hit that notification bell up top. Get notified every time we go live Monday through Friday. Sorry, it's not Monday through Friday anymore. Every Friday for the Creatia Conversation at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Saturday, normally 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern, but this is a special time for our special guest. And every other Sunday for Getting Off to Our Horror Podcast, also 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern. Whew. With all that said,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Katie, news and rumors.
Man, it sound like Excalibur.
He basically is at this point.
Jesus. Put on the mask. Put on the mask. That's what you need, a luchador mask.
He doesn't
I
have
got
a
the
luchador mask.
mankind mask back there, but
I just wonder how.
Do it. Do it.
I just really wonder how he can breathe.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh,
You know? Is he really putting it on? I thought he was.
no, he's going to.
Oh,
Shout
Lord.
out to
I
Jalen.
said I'm a whore for your entertainment. If you ask me to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Bro, like you should just keep your sexy face like on screen. You don't need that shit.
This is astronomical.
Oh yeah.
This is
Oh my god.
And now
Is
now
that
rock back and
Mankind?
forth. Yeah, and now rock back and forth.
oh Lord Jesus.
This was like this
I
right
can
now.
honestly say I'm having a nice day.
Look,
Oh
this
my
right
God.
here looks like the main event for night 2 of Reign of Mankind versus the Endless Storm. Let's go. And a heart.
There we go. There we go.
Listen, I thought that this was Pornhub, not Neverland or some shit.
Listen,
What
You
the
keep
fuck?
that. You keep that
there are a
filthy thing
lot of
away from me.
categories on Pornhub, including BDSM, and this match
Yep.
fits that category.
It does.
Oh,
It's true. It's true. It's damn true.
that is hilarious.
This is ridiculous.
Crazy.
Hilarious.
All right,
Crazy
Katie,
time.
news and rumors.
Yeah, all right. We got Hall of Fame news. So Paul Heyman officially in the Hall of Fame will become SmackDown 4. It only makes sense. He's gonna headline. It's in Philly, ECW. All that shit makes the most sense. We also got Bull Nakano, our first Yoshi female wrestler in the Hall of Fame, and she was a beast. So why the fuck not? Let's go. And our first tag team. I don't know how many more people are going to be announced, but U.S. Express, Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham, they were on a call with Triple H, and Triple H told them that they're going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame this year. So we got those. Those are our first 3. What does everybody think? We happy? Indifferent?
I know I'm happy with it so far, but I'd like to ask you guys, who should induct Paul Heyman? That's the question. That's the question that we want to know.
It should be
Who?
somebody from ECW. It shouldn't be somebody currently there. Somebody might say like CM Punk, with one good arm.
Stone Cold.
I guess.
Austin.
No.
Austin.
It has to
Austin
be
can throw in that hat.
maybe Tommy Dreamer. Tommy. I mean,
I don't-
who Paul Heyman screwed the most should really get that honor. Honestly.
I don't think.
And I'm
I
not
don't think
talking
I'm
about
really
with that,
allowed.
and I'm
Tommy-
not talking about like missionary
long list,
or, huh?
Yeah,
That's a
very
long list.
It's a long list. That's
Yeah, it's
Tommy.
a nice
That's
little list.
Bully. That's
Right.
Devon. That's
Dudley Boy.
Taz.
Dudley's would be a good option.
The Dudley should induct him. If they're
Yeah.
being serious, it should have been RVD, but I think he got banned for when he went to AEW, so he can't go.
Right, that part.
I don't know. I think he'd be okay. RVD is probably a good ECW choice. Dudley's are a good tag team.
Well, he's banned. Remember, he got
Is he?
banished.
Is
yeah.
he officially? Is he
How
officially?
does one get banned?
They said you better not even show your face at an event in Philly.
I heard he was collecting checks from both companies.
No, he's still getting the paper, but he can't go there physically.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
That is wild to me.
Taz would have been the great option. Obviously, a lot of the good options they're not in WWE, so it might just be Punk by default.
Or Austin.
That's what I'm thinking too.
We can't forget about Stone Cold.
Or hit us with a swerve and still be Brock Lesnar.
Please no.
Stop.
I was gonna say it is before
You know what?
WrestleMania, so I don't, maybe not Brock, but I could see it being Roman.
No, that's. I mean, because we see enough of Roman. I mean, we get the dick put in our throats. All I mean, we
Oh, when
got.
do we complain?
I mean, I'm not sucking his dick, so I'm not worried about it.
I think this is the most we've ever seen Roman in the past few months. This is the most we've seen him.
So,
Well, it's like that all the time during maintenance season. This they're like, "All right, bro, come on."
all right. That
I will
part.
say I'm down for Bull Nakano. That's really cool that they got her in. And as a huge Bray Wyatt fan, seeing his dad and uncle get inducted is really cool as well. So
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm still waiting on that Victoria for Hall of Fame. Shout out to
She's
Young
still
King.
not in.
Bro, that
No,
part.
it's not in, and it's bullshit.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I could have sworn. Oh, that was TNA's
No.
Hall of Fame.
Right.
That was
She's
TNA's,
not.
yeah.
I don't think she's in TNA's either.
No.
What?
But listen at this. Ain't it wild that like 2 porn bitches got inducted before Jacqueline and Victoria and Jazz?
Now, the amount of women who are not in the Hall of Fame is because they only do one inductee for the women every year, which is also disrespectful as fuck.
I would have bet
I mean,
money
who
that
else?
Victoria was in the Hall of
Sorry.
Damn.
Wait, what? Wait, I didn't catch that.
Yo,
I said
his
Sonny
service
and
is
who?
so-
I said Sonny and who else?
Sunny in China.
Sonny.
China.
Oh, China. Yeah.
No, China didn't get inducted by herself. She got inducted.
No,
with,
she didn't.
with his.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They gave her the pity. They was like, ah, shit.
No, they did.
She was in DX. Hey. That counts, right, guys? Don't be mad at us. Hey,
And I
we
still
did something
feel
good.
And I still feel that's bullshit. But, you know,
She should get her solo induction for sure.
She should, because she did a lot of shit that was monumental, and yet they don't give her the time of day. But then yet Triple H's nose gets bigger, and yet is still still able to go to the Hall of Fame. But then here comes Stephanie. Stephanie better not say shit about this. I mean, this is the same bitch that sit up here and talk about women revolution while bitch is getting raped in the back, you know. And she said, "No, I'm not gonna say anything because of my father," you know, type of shit. But you know, I digress. Whatever.
Bullshit.
Wait, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on now. Dominic Mysterio got married this weekend. Got booed at his own wedding.
The greatest heel of this current generation. Booed at his own wedding.
That is crazy to me. That's wild.
Love that man. Deserves all the boos he gets.
Oh, I didn't know him and Arthur 3 was that close.
Wait, what?
I didn't know him and Arthur 3 was that close. 3 was a groomsman.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like apparently they're like workout buddies or some shit. Like,
yeah, go and put him in Judgment Day.
Okay, so where is Dom's muscles at? Because I still don't see him. He's still flabby.
It's okay.
Not everybody gets like. Look at Tyson Fury. You know he's flabby.
Look at Adam Cole.
But he's athletic. He's athletic.
Look at how Gunther
used to be.
No, not him. The other
Why is
one.
Adam Cole catching strays? What the fuck?
Uh,
I'll bring him into this.
I didn't do it. I didn't say the
No,
name.
you didn't. Don't be bringing Adam Cole into this shit. Say about him.
I'm just saying, good for him. You know, for him to hold on to this heel persona the way he has, and still, no, I mean, as much as we know kayfabe is dead, and the fact that people are still trying to do, oh yeah, Rhea and Dom, you know, Rhea and Dom are too close. What's Buddy saying? And then even the claim constantly throwing shots at Buddy on AEW, which is hilarious. So I mean,
Rhea in that red dress.
Yeah. So I mean, it's it's the cross promotion, dude. I love it.
No, it was good. Just kudos to him. Like they've been dating since they were both 14 years old. They're now both 26.
He way better than me. There's no way I would have even thought about. First of all, I was with at that time to even think about. So shout out to him.
That's
you know, you know what, Stormy, I was gonna come for you. Not literally, but I was gonna come for you, but I'm gonna leave you alone. That's the reason. Yeah. I'm gonna shut up.
All right.
Stop talking about me.
We're gonna move on. It's okay. I got you. Sammy Guevara gets suspended for like the 4th time in AEW.
They need to fire that motherfucker. Just be done with it, man.
So when Jeff Hardy got the concussion, apparently the ref told Sammy, "Hey, don't do the move." But Sammy heard, "Do the move," and he did the flip.
He said, "Oh, do it. Got it."
Do it.
Nah, his stupid ass.
Because if you go back and look at the match, the ref was like, he was like, "What? You said don't do the move." Oh, I didn't hear that. Don't. No.
No, this is like what happened to 3 Strikes You're Out. Sammy's been involved in too much bullshit. Get the fuck rid of him. He's not doing anything at this point. Gotta go.
Do you
think he's still there is because he's like cool with Jericho, and Jericho's got a lot of cash.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about Jericho's old ass though.
I don't give a fuck about Jericho.
I do.
We know.
Okay.
There may be another reason. When is Big Business? When is that?
Next week.
So didn't he have like sort of that whole incident with the alleged, and then he gets suspended? I think that I see what you did, Tony Khan, to keep her happy.
That's been a lot of speculation too as to why Sammy got suspended
Oh, y'all. Oh, that
Remember?
incident with Sasha
It's
Banks.
real. It's
I
real.
lost it for a little bit too. So
Ah.
I see you,
I
Tony.
totally forgot about that.
I
Oh,
see- I
But
see you.
okay. Time does heal eventually, right? So at what point?
not for me. No, I mean it depends on. I mean it depends. No, seriously.
yeah, that's me as fuck though. I get that.
No, but seriously,
I'm
mean,
trash.
I mean,
know.
what
I am too. It's okay.
could that have been a time or a situation where Sammy did swallow his pride and apologize? Say, no, hey, what I said was fucked up. I apologize.
Well,
You know what I
because
mean?
the last time he tried to apologize, somebody got punched in the mouth. Then he tried to apologize to Andrade, and he hit him with the.
Yep,
The
that's
1-2.
you know, and you're
Yeah.
right. So Sammy's had a bad track record. Maybe he does need to
He
go.
said,
You're
"Hey,
right.
Andrade,
Yeah.
my bad."
He
You
shouldn't
talk
have been
about
talking
something?
shit.
Katie,
Shouldn't have
do you
talking shit.
is the other pillar doing that thing in your news or no?
Oh, are you talking about Emo Ken?
Yeah, so I took the mask off so I could be serious. I want to preface this by saying, ladies and gentlemen, I do not wish harm on anyone ever. Darby Allin is going to go climb one of the most dangerous mountains in the world, and we do truly, regardless of whether he is my type, the kind of wrestler that I enjoy or not, we truly hope that he returns safely. But with that said, knowing he was going to go do this, I do have him as the wild card in my Deadpool. So if he does not make it back, I get extra points, and that pushes me towards the win. So,
but it's also bullshit because like I have Ric Flair and he got super kicked like by multiple people and nothing happened. It's like this is bullshit.
Time out.
So is Darby climbing for like an experiment or a?
No, he wants to do it. He wants to do it.
No, he's really doing it March 27th.
No. I mean, I know he's really doing it, but I was like, was this
after
like
our birthday, Stormy?
I'm not. I know. Was this like for a documentary? Is he like? I'm trying to find a Yeti.
No, this is just for him.
He's just doing it for shits and giggles.
He's a fucking idiot.
Dumb
I have
white
a
people.
question about this Deadpool.
Yes.
All right. How can I get into it?
You'll have to wait till next year. We can talk. Katie just got into it this year, and so did our friend Will Gray. But we'll talk because it starts at the beginning of the year, runs through the year.
I mean, I have a plethora of motherfuckers that I expect to die sometime.
there are a few rules outside of the wild card, which could be pretty much anyone younger. There is an age restriction, things like that. So
King Charles.
We'll talk.
Oh,
he's on my list. I think.
He's on it.
He's on my list. So
man, when he cut that promo, and then when he said, "If I make it back from climbing Everest," hold on, time out. Did you see?
Yeah, no,
wait a minute.
It's true though. It's true.
Well, I've seen the movie Everest, so I know like
high up there.
No, I talked about this
live
on
streaming
my show
there
with my co-host. It's no. Dead bodies everywhere at the top of that mountain. You gotta climb over dead
It
bodies.
is. And
It gets to the top.
This is the type of shit.
They just found the guy. It was some people
It's too
there
high.
like climbing.
They'll leave you there.
It was some people there climbing, and they heard somebody groaning, and it was like, "Hey, he's alive!" And they saved him.
Crazy. Now, see, this is the stupid shit you do when you fumble the Gigi Dolan bag, and you go ahead and commit career suicide by climbing Mount Everest. He fumbled Gigi. They were married.
He fumbled Gigi.
They were married.
Oh, that was Gigi smacked up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that bruise on her face was from the kick. That was a real bruise from Darby?
No, it was before that.
Oh, okay.
This is before Gigi signed with WWE and before Darby
I was just saying
signed
this
with
okay.
AEW.
She was still
hard tampon wrestling Gigi.
Yeah. But if I knew Gigi, if I was Gigi's friend, I would have like, you should have known this dude was a red flag. When to impress you, he put hot sauce up his butt for no reason. Why would you keep dating? On the first day, hey, look what I can do.
Don't yuck yum. Maybe that's Gigi's thing.
That is wild.
Hey, do y'all remember? I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Were they saying that kids were in college were putting like vodka up their ass or pouring their eye to get drunk faster?
What?
Yeah,
it was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
What?
So Darby was doing it with hot sauce. Didn't Drake do it in the condom too? Didn't Drake put hot sauce in the condom?
Yes.
Disgusting.
To kill off anything that someone might try and take with them.
Yeah. His butler was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
He's all,
Where's
chill,
all
I'm in
the
my
hot
room
sauce?
now.
So what? Drake just carried a bottle of Tabasco in his jeans or something?
Now, allegedly, you know how it is. You hook up with a girl, and she was like, "Yeah, he just started humping the hot sauce in the condom."
Yo,
Ladies and gentlemen,
the way he's getting cut off right now is like Bailey's vignettes. When they tried to do a video with Bailey, they cut her off.
Jesus.
He's a little late, but he made it, ladies and gentlemen. The fourth member of the Heels for Life podcast who's getting his audio and everything set up.
He had to get his rocks off. He had to get his rocks off first.
That is wrong with black people. They always showing up late and shit, except for Black Friday.
The only thing that black folks are on time for is clocking out.
Oh man.
we just got out of Black History Month. We just got out of Black. That's what you gonna say?
That's some
we just.
That's some.
I mean, exactly. As soon as they got out, they shot at took shots at Bianca, so we know. So I mean, it is what it is.
Boy, they was at a computer like this. March first.
All right, Katie, what else you got for news and rumors?
Last thing I have, AEW related again. Their next pay-per-view, because Tony Khan wants people to shell out $50 a month every month now. Dynasty
in St. Louis.
In St. Louis, in St. Louis, if you will. I know I'm not going to be watching or paying for that pay-per-view. It's the day after my sister's wedding. I ain't fucking with wrestling that day. I'm going to be hungover as hell.
Oh, okay, well. He just announced Ospreay and Danielson for it.
Yep, they sure did.
That is the first official match for
that
the
might
card.
be the headliner.
You think?
More than likely. Yeah, more than likely.
Banger at the banger.
I'm sure.
I think they made it official tonight. I didn't watch Collision tonight.
They made it official tonight, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that's a swallow right there. That's a swallow. Yeah, that's a banger. That's gonna be a banger. So that's a swallow.
I mean, damn, you starting already?
Yeah, that's a swallow right there. That is a swallow.
Oh,
was that your last bit of news and rumors, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we'll get into it, and we will start with you, DJ Redflags.
Yeah.
Okay.
DJ Redflags, spit a swallow.
For this week?
Yes.
I would say the swallow moment of this week, one of the swallow moments, is Cody finally smacking the shit out of The Rock.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm with it.
And then to see Roman laughing in the background when it happened.
I heard Chris say something. Sorry, Katie, 1 second. I heard Chris say something on the Cookout where he said that this build to WrestleMania has been ass. I also let him know that while I do watch AEW and WWE, I would say I lean heavier towards WWE in my fandom. And for me, this build to WrestleMania has been fantastic. Not just Cody and his story and everything like that. The Rock smacking Cody, Cody smacking The Rock, the innuendo and the maybe with the way The Rock holds up one and the L, watching Seth do the same thing and look at it. All of the intrigue and mystery going on in that. I have enjoyed the shit out of this. I love getting 1998 Rock back. I know a lot of people don't, but I always said, if I'm going to go see a band from 1998, I want them to play the hits. I don't want them to play new shit. I want to hear the shit that I enjoyed back in 1998. And that's what The Rock is giving me. He's giving me the hits. He's dressing that way. He's saying the same shit. It is what it is. I've been about it. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I'm down for the tag team match. I'm down for the main event. I am not Mr. Team Bring It here. I am Team Finish the Story. I will say that. I would like to see the Rhodes family finally get that championship up on their wall. I've wanted to see it for a little while. So I'm with you. That's a big swallow.
I like the slap. The slap was probably the best part of the whole thing. And then Seth getting in Rock's face too were probably the two highlights of it. But me personally, this is a gargle. I'm good gargling because like there were aspects I liked, there were aspects I didn't like. The whole tag match build-up situation, because ultimately I think it's irrelevant because regardless of if Team Cody wins or Team Bloodline wins, I think the story is still going to end up. Cody's still going to have his match on night 2. That's not going to go away. So Cody's still going to win. Either he's going to overcome the odds in the Bloodlines rules match, or he's going to get a clean one-on-one match versus Roman and win that one. And regardless of the fact, my Austin theory is that Rock is going to cost Roman, or he's going to turn on Roman, or he's going to just come in there and take over the Bloodline and kick out Roman or something like that. So that's kind of my situation and thought process. So like, this is all like just like foreplay, but I already know the outcome to it. I think
we know you don't like foreplay, Vince. We've been down that road.
Yeah.
Okay.
To piggyback off what you guys say real quick, the tag team match is to basically protect Rock and Seth, in my eyes. Seth come off this injury, and Rock has not been ring ready. Has been ring ready for 10 years.
Yeah.
So this is just a way to protect both of them.
Yep.
That's what it is, to give people what they want, but to protect these two investments. And to Vince, to piggyback off what you said, would you say it does make sense? But would it make even more sense to have Cody finish his story in MSG rather than WrestleMania? Because that's where Dusty got his title taken away after he won it. He took it away in MSG.
That's very true, except Roman and Rock both really stated and punctuated the fact on Friday that if Cody doesn't win at WrestleMania night 2, then that's it for him. There's no more going after Roman. There's no more finishing the story. It's done. So if it wasn't for those lines being dropped by both Dwayne and Roman, I would say, yeah, MSG would be a great second option. But it has to be at Mania.
No, you're right, and also Cody bought those kids tickets from the wrestling club too.
Yeah,
people the hotel and their tickets.
If I could, first of all, I'm sorry I'm late. Family issues came up, but if I add on to this because I was paying attention. With this Cody with the tag team thing, like my brother said, this is really not just to protect Seth Rollins because this just happened not that long ago, but Rock, because let's look at Rock's last matches. It was not. It's like not in like the Undertaker's last matches, but ugly. But at the same time, look at the first time we saw him this year with Mahal. That dude was out of breath just doing the spine busting to people's elbow. He was huffing and puffing. You want me to sit in the head of the table? And that's when everybody got excited. I remember this. The fans was excited when he said that. They was excited. It was like, oh, yay, we're going to get the Roman Rock match. But it was sacrificed the whole year. This year, we had a whole year of Cody Rhodes. No purple titty injury, no none of that. He was, they had him going in bullshit feuds with Dominic and all this stuff, but we had to wait a whole year for this to happen to get him to this WrestleMania spot to finish his damn story. I'm with you, my brother, when you say that, hey, when it comes to Rock, we getting old corporate heel Rock. We getting the old electrifying shirt, even though it's missing sleeves. We getting the heel promo. He going after the fans, even though they loving it. They like, yeah, he's cursing at us. Yeah, it's me. He's cursing. But they still got boom because he got to say these things, in which I don't understand. People talking about, oh, he said cross-dresser. He said hermaphrodite. He said he got to say this because if he comes the true same stick of what he's saying, you're not gonna believe him as a heel. He got to say something that will boo y'all and say that make y'all tight and say
it's just gotta be good stuff though, because I don't think the clown emoji stuff is any good.
You gotta understand this. Rock is not PG.
No,
he's trying to damn his best to be PG, but we watched the actuary with him. There's nothing PG about Dwayne Johnson. He's nothing. Even outside the dirty E, this dude still cursing like this is a rated R movie. You know what I mean? Like this, everything is Fast and Furious. He comes with these tight, karate shirts on and showing his biceps and boobies, all that shit. But it's okay. What we got is what we got. Now, what the story is, we gotta go with Cody. Cody, you're the one that got you're telling us you want to wait till you don't want to wait till WrestleMania. Then you want to freaking now you want the shit. Which one you want? Because now we was time for the fucking the story too. Like, yo, what you want? What you got? What's going on? What's going on, Theo? What's going on? What's going on, Theo?
Chris is not sharing.
Oh. Okay. You know he don't share. But yeah, I'm with y'all. Like, yo, this is it. They pointed out this Thursday. This is it, bro. You don't win. Don't try and give another year saying, oh, he got to finish the story. The story's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
I'm with you.
It's got to end here. It's got to end here.
Like I said in my video, Cody better hope there's no full moon on night 2.
This discussion has got to end here because I've been waiting for about a week and a half to say this. Mr. Sugar Nipples, spit or swallow.
So I have some retorts. So number one, I think you're full of shit by saying that this road to WrestleMania has been fantastic. I don't know if we're watching the same. For you, and I'm trying to figure out like how are you able to get through 3 hours on Monday and then 2 hours on Friday.
I can answer that question for you.
You don't have to, but all I'm gonna say is this: the thing is, like, I get the whole like fiasco because first of all, Brock Lesnar, got sidelined because of Vince's shenanigans, and then you got CM Punk, so they have to kind of improvise. So that part I do get. I guess my whole thing is like my expectations when it comes to the road to WrestleMania, it's high. So I expect greatness. We're going into WrestleMania 4 years of WrestleMania. And I'm seeing I slap you, you slap me, you fucking emoji, you fucking diarrhea. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this is the best you can give us. And then Cody, I don't know who slaps worse, Will Smith or Cody Rhodes. I don't know which one it is.
Will Smith slap was epic. Okay,
it was epic, but it was still maybe
keep my wife name out your.
Maybe he slapped harder than Cody, but I'm sorry, that was the most gayest bitch slap I've ever seen in my life on national television. Then on top of that, they ran out of time. On top of that, so I don't know what happened afterwards. It's like Rock was up there looking all stupid and shit, like, "Oh my god, I got slaps," type of shit.
They ain't do much.
But once again, it's definitely going to be a spit for me because once again, I waited the whole fucking 2 hours just for them to say, "Let's look at this like we're Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock." No one was fucking cheering. No one was fucking like, come. The shit wasn't even fucking epic. And on top of that, I'm tired of the fucking stipulations. They had 1,000,001 stipulations, like they were talking about all the shit in the fucking Bible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you beat me, this is going to happen. But if you beat us, that's going to happen. You basically just told and I could be wrong, but they just gave away the outcome of WrestleMania 40. More than likely, Cody is going to win, and the stipulations are stupid as fuck. Instead of us like just sitting back and just enjoying it, you have to give out all these fucking stipulations that probably 9 times out of 10 is not going to fucking happen. And it's just, I don't know, it's just over diluted for me, and I'm trying to enjoy it, but yeah, they're trying to protect The Rock. They're trying to protect Seth Rollins. Okay, I got a counterpoint for that. So if that is the case, if you got one motherfucker that needs asthma, that needs his inhaler, and then you got the other one that's goddamn always on his fucking knees sucking dick or whatever. But I guess he swallows. But anyway, what they could do is they could wait until fucking SummerSlam. But once again, everybody is so concerned about a fucking number. It's like, when is he going to pass Hulk Hogan? Why is he going to pass Hulk Hogan? I want this fucking story to be over with, be done with, and let's just move on. If Cody is going to be the next WWE champion, let him win at WrestleMania. Why do you have to prolong the inevitable? Like, if you're going to pass like Hulk Hogan's fucking record, why? That's the only thing I want to know. Why? And if Cody does get the championship, what is the after story behind that? We still have not talked about that. And guess what? No one wants to talk about it because they just not ready for that conversation. They are not ready for what is going on after Roman. They are not ready for that because they are
because we don't know.
Because you motherfuckers are so goddamn moist about the ones, but you're not worried about the after. And that's all I gotta say.
You gotta trust that they're gonna come up with something after. 3 things real quick. 1, I've seen gay men slap the shit out of people, so calling it the gayest slap ever isn't really a bad thing because I've watched some gay men slap the fuck out of some people too. This is the great thing. This is the great thing about professional wrestling, right? Because you can sit here and say this is the worst shit ever, and I can sit here and absolutely love it. There's something in wrestling for everybody. There's probably gonna be some shit that when we go back, you're talking about, oh, I love this. This is great, and I couldn't give 2 shits about it. That's why I love this. And I love professional wrestling, and I love getting people on this show to talk about this shit and get all these different perspectives of the way everyone looks at it. 3rd thing is you can't talk about what's going to happen after because we don't know what's going to happen after. I hope that they take Cody and they do something with him. They put him in a feud. They have fun. They do something good with him, that it goes somewhere. I hope. There is a very good chance that they drop the fucking ball, and once he's chased the title and he gets it, people stop caring, and then it is what it is, and it just goes away.
I don't know what Lord is talking about. There's no slander about The Rock, so maybe you misinterpret what I just said. The thing about this is that
asthma. We made fun of his asthma.
Right. So there's no slander over here. So if you're going to, misquote me, I'll just say this: Rock does not belong in a wrestling ring. If he's going to be in a wrestling ring, he needs to be ready. I do not want one of my idols embarrassing himself. This man barely can talk on the fucking mic. Okay. My name is Mr. TEAMBRINGIT. I'm not slandering The Rock. Rock, I love The Rock. But I know that this is not 2023. This is 2000. No, excuse me. Did I say 2023? Yeah, 2003. Not 2000. This is 2024. People need to understand that this is not The Rock of 20 years. Rock cannot do it anymore. As soon as he start rolling and he gonna do an arm lock, a wrist takeover, and then he's gonna go back. They're
gonna start changing.
Can he do that? Can he do that tornado DDT? I want to know. Can he do that tornado DDT?
Haven't seen that
over. Yeah, I want to see that.
I don't in years.
That. And
all right,
exactly. And then if he does people's elbow, is he going to slide?
Oh no, you got to have the penny loafers on. You got to have the penny loafers on first, and then those loafers without the penny, you got to slide and pause for a minute.
I just want to reiterate: I am not like a bitter fan. It's just I guess I'm just tired of people being moist and not like really looking at the.
You're tired of people. I love it when people are moist. I prefer people to be
shut
moist.
Up. Shut up.
Wait, Chris, you like it dry? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not
you prefer
at all.
It dry?
Not at all.
Okay, I'm just checking.
We are late night,
Listen,
baby.
We have spent way too long on The Rock and Cody. There's a lot more wrestling going on this week. Katie, I apologize. I cut you off early, so I'm gonna give you your spotlight now. Katie, spit or swallow.
Thanks. I'm getting flashbacks, so that I'm gonna let you finish the conversation we had last week on this show. This is for you, Matt, because I am the same way. I am swallowing Tony D'Angelo as the #1 contender for the Dragons NXT Championship. Tony and Melo put on one hell of a fucking match. Who was surprised? Nobody. Trick came back to one of the biggest pops in NXT to date, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And that means I'm finally getting Trick and Melo at Stand and Deliver, which is what I've been saying since Melo was a hoe and turned on Trick anyways. And like everything about Tony D'Angelo getting this shot, it makes me happy. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen because Ilya's the goddamn Avatar, training and shit on Twitter, and it's scary. So I'm scared for Tony, but I am so excited for this fucking match and this build. And Tony's making the family a little stronger, adding the lawyer to the family.
Nice.
Tony
Gotta get
Dean,
legal
NXT champion. Let's fucking go.
You know, I told you if Tony won this match, I was going to be fucking insufferable, right? We talked about it.
I thought you meant win the title.
Well, if he wins the title, it's going to be even worse. If he wins the title, we're changing this whole background to an Italian flag, and I'm doing a shitty accent, and that's going to be the show from now on.
I think that lawyer was the key. That lawyer was the key because he can't hang with Ilya. We know nobody can hang with, like you said, nobody's finna touch Dragunov in that ring. But with that lawyer, I can see something going like, hey, you didn't read the stipulations to the contract, Dragunov. You can't do sex, da da da.
You know what? Dragunov reminded me of my man from Rocky 4. When Rocky had to fucking train the mountains, this dude got the state art gym. Yeah, he reminded.
Come on, not He-Man.
Dude,
Ivan Drago, I must break you.
I must break you.
I'm going to shout out Carmelo Hayes, though. Last week, Carmelo Hayes had a whole gang of white security guards showed up, and Tony D snapped his finger, and those dudes bounced and said, the gun is. Carmelo's like, that ain't happening again this week. He made sure he had his guys at his back this week. He knew what was up.
Hold on, the only knock on it, Carmelo was overselling. Like, he was selling too early before. There was only a little mess up in that moment. I was like,
punches, yeah. He was like, on a couple punches, but
he was like,
I think Carmelo,
it looked like his bodyguards. My bad, Tom. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I think Carmelo, since he turned, like she said earlier, like he became a whole fucking new prick in NXT. He'll do like this dude. He stole Shawn Michaels' prick. His stick from Montreal. You know, had the fans go like, "Trick is here." Like, y'all so easy to get. I was like, I'm loving this. But at the same time, Trick been over for I don't know how many months, and that eventually got on SmackDown before I think it was Royal Rumble, I think it was. Then now when he came back, how that crowd went crazy. We haven't heard that crowd in the Performance Center wherever they at or at Full Sail that loud a long time.
Dude, those whoop that trick chants rock the arena. If you can get that to happen on main roster the way it does in NXT, those arenas will be shaking.
Okay. I just want to ask this question. Yeah. So why is it like we have to ask questions about whoop that trick on the main roster, but we don't? But they can do it on NXT. Aren't we in the same company? I'm just wondering.
But you know what? We talked about this.
I know. I'm just being messy.
The fact that kids are saying this, and I'm like, I hope their parents told them what they mean with that trick.
3-6 Mafia getting a paycheck. Every time they tell you whoop that trick. 3-6 Mafia.
Well, they're still under their contract from the Mark Henry song.
To answer your question, Chris, I don't get it, right? Because I love NXT. 9 times out of 10, NXT is my favorite show that I have watched during the week. It gives me a lot of the really good wrestling that you see over in AEW to an extent, and it gives me the story that I enjoy from the WWE product in a fairly good mix. Not as good as they did it with Black and Gold, but it's kind of gotten back to that. NXT is one of my favorite shows every week, especially the way they showcase women's wrestling, which is the thing that I've enjoyed the most recently is the women and their wrestling and what they do down in NXT. So the fact that it doesn't translate over to the main roster and the fact that everyone that's watching Raw and SmackDown isn't watching NXT doesn't fucking make sense to me. I don't get it. I don't know why.
Bro, it never makes sense. We talk about this on a constant basis. Like, y'all, this is still WWE. And the fact that when these people come from the main roster, y'all dead silent, which y'all don't support your own. That's like, it's not really a development. So let's keep this real. NXT is the third fucking brand. Okay. So why the hell y'all not looking at NXT, which is your future? That's what y'all saying. Y'all want them to make more stuff. So we start relying on the people that been there for 20 years that's still the main. Like, don't get me wrong, we still love them, but we gotta make room for the next generation. So y'all know these guys. Y'all seen them in NXT.
I think the issue comes where WWE is hot and cold on whether or not they want to acknowledge NXT as a third brand, because when they were doing Survivor Series here in Chicago, it was acknowledged as a third brand. Then it's like, no, it's not a third brand, it's developmental. They get like main roster people can show up there. It's just like a free-for-all brand. So once WWE decides we're going to treat it on par with Raw and SmackDown, and then decides to go ahead and have main roster talents on there challenging for those titles, I don't think it'll be treated like a SmackDown or a Raw.
And you know why they won't acknowledge it as a third brand? Because the last time they did, they got beat in the ratings, and that was the last time they ever said, "Oh."
I like how he keeps getting cut in the middle of a sentence.
Bro, your service is nervous. What is wrong with your shit?
Like the weirdest time.
You're
bro. Your service is like Antonio's background. It's fuzzy. It's
wow. Well, Stormy, before you get cut off again, Stormy, spit or swallow.
Okay.
Disrespect.
Okay, we're swallowing Will Ospreay. There you go. We're gonna swallow. We're swallowing Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
We're swallowing up Will Ospreay. I don't care how it sounded. I said it. We're swallowing Will Ospreay. We're gonna swallow Will Ospreay, bro. That man came over here in that green tracksuit and just banged us from over. He just everywhere.
He came in with the damn Spirit Squad tracksuit.
Because everybody was like, "Oh, what's so special about Will Ospreay?" Here you go.
Bro, they got a 2-for-1 deal, bro. No, they got one on Sunday, and then they got one on Wednesday, bro. Like, this dude killed it in like 1 week or in a couple days span.
So real quick, Matt, you said something earlier that I kind of wanted to put a pin in real quick. You said that you enjoy watching all aspects of wrestling, but you lean more towards your WWE fan. You lean more to your WWE fandom, which I agree with you. I'm one of those people too. One thing I do enjoy about AEW is they give me the wrestling. Like you said, they give me the wrestling that I'm not getting in WWE, and WWE is giving us the storylines that AEW is not giving. But once in a while, we'll get those storylines in AEW that we want, that we've been yearning for, and then those times we'll get those the wrestling matches in WWE that we've been yearning for. But do you know what one company who has not missed the past few months? TNA have not the storylines.
I mean, it's funny
and
that you mentioned
have been above the bar, and until they get a TV deal, they would not get the credit that they deserve. They won't get the flowers that they deserve
because they too busy playing in the fucking sandbox. They playing in the fucking basement. Everybody wants to give them.
They have no choice though, because they're tied in. Because the idiots tied them into this.
So you tell me you don't utilize social media?
Hey, listen, TNA's social media team is the quickest social media team I've ever seen around.
I swear, they are petty. They are quick petty.
They are quick petty is the best.
They did that thing real quick. Like, God damn.
In 30 seconds, pops up.
They do a lot of stuff that TV companies probably not going to be comfortable with showing.
You are going to stop.
All right, so I will tell you this.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
My issue with TNA is that it is not easily accessible. So when I hopped on the Cookout, I talked a little bit about this. I said I watch WWE, I watch AEW. I heard someone say if you're not watching everything, you're not a wrestling fan. I truly don't believe that. I believe that there are a lot of facets. Yeah, exactly. So like New Japan, because it is a lot of wrestling. It's not really my thing. I've checked it out. It doesn't do it for me, but I'm also not one of those fans who's like, because I don't watch New Japan on a regular basis, I don't pretend like I don't know who Okada is. I don't pretend like I don't know who Will Ospreay is. I might jokingly make fun of their names on the show for a pop, but I know who the fuck they are and what they do. Like, I know them, right? I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't know who these people are. However, TNA is not easily accessible for me. So AEW and WWE with my cable package are there. I can watch them, and 9 times out of 10, because I work nights, I'm watching it on the go, right? I don't have access.
Put TNA back on Spike TV if it's still a thing. Just put it on like TV in general, on regular cable, and we'll get more of a following.
Yeah, Spike is not a thing.
My question is, if you don't
TNA TNA, you could just, I mean, honestly, if you can't watch it, there's always a thing called YouTube. There's always things. I know everybody want to watch the show live, but hell, you gotta get it how you can get it. Like sometimes
that's like when people were saying, "Oh, you can watch AEW Dark on YouTube." I'm like, I'm not trying to go to YouTube. I got other stuff I watch YouTube for.
It was only on YouTube. What do you mean?
AEW Dark was like 3 hours of just watching everybody trying to get a contract. You know, this is your training. This is your tryout.
That was their developmental.
Yeah, no.
So I don't miss that. Thank God it's gone.
DJ Redflags, what do you want to say? Oh, wait, before Stormy cuts out, go ahead.
Okay. I was saying that the reason TNA probably don't have a TNA deal is because how they do some of their matches and some of the wrestlers they have signed.
Have you paid your light bill?
No.
Because not only is your internet cutting out, but it is dark as fuck in your house. Have you paid your light bill?
You got kids.
Yes, I have. There's a light on right over there.
I keep trying to tell him that he should get a scope light. You know what I'm saying? For his porn and for his podcast. But
I got a kid. I got kids.
I have an army.
There you go.
No,
we know.
No, I'm telling you right now. This man looks at a motherfucker and she gets pregnant.
Hey, girl.
What's going on? Delay no more. DJ Redflags, you said you sound like you were going to say something real quick before we move on.
Yeah. So if you don't know something about a wrestler, right, or a feud or a history, do you use Google?
So I am 50-50 on that. Well, I agree. If you're actually interested, if you actually care and you want to know, Google is right there. You can absolutely go do it. And it is lazy as fuck to say that, oh, if you don't present it to me, blah, 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 right? If you really care, if you're really interested, you can go look at it. However, I do also believe that it is the job of a promoter to make you give a fuck about who they are putting on TV. So it is 50-50. If you actually give a shit, Google's there. It's free. Go check it out. But Tony Khan also needs to present these people that they're bringing up in a way that people who are tuning in have an idea of why they are a big deal and why people give a shit. It is
okay. So after
Andrade was brought in and was given a few video packages before he made his debut this week on Raw, quote unquote Raw debut, even though he's been on Raw before, whatever. Yeah. But that's the thing. Yes, he's been on WWE programming in the past. Yes, he's been on AEW programming. But for people that have not been tuning in, have only been tuning into WWE and not tuning into AEW, they may not remember Andrade. Maybe these are new fans to the product. So look, a good refresher course for everyone. Heck, there are times where I sit there and I play a video game and I forget what the fuck I just did. And I wish I had a video package to tell me what I did in my last save file. You know?
They all look very confused at what the
I know. I'm not looking. It's not him. I look at that comment.
I know my black ass is confused. I'm
okay.
Because this is
Chris, I'm taking in Chris. Tag you in. Hot tag.
Okay. But not in a minute. So the thing is, when you say confused, okay, now this is where you need to watch AEW, right? It wasn't a surprise that he went to AEW. Okay. So if you are a fan, quote unquote, of Andrade, why you couldn't watch AEW?
I'm not saying about Andrade fans.
No. I'm saying this is directed to them. If you are an Andrade fan, why you couldn't watch them in AEW? Okay. If you didn't, then I have to ask you why. Oh, because he's not in the WWE no more. Well, that's your fault. Okay. Now he's back in WWE. Now you want to watch him. Like, okay, where he's been all this time. Don't you follow him? Aren't you a fan? And if you missed out, that is clearly your fault. You can do all the vignettes in the fucking world. And if you do not know who Andrade is, and yet you say you've been a fan for 30 fucking years, according to this one person that I was arguing with on TikTok or whatever, the same person that said the same thing, like, oh, well, they don't present their wrestlers or whatever. The thing is, it's like you only stay in the WWE bubble. That's it. You don't watch anything.
I'll make 2 points for you, Chris.
Okay.
First, I'd like to clarify my point and say
the reason it wasn't to you. This was to other people.
I know. But I want to clarify my point because I might have confused them and I might not have been eloquent enough in the way I phrased it.
Okay.
So the vignettes for Andrade are not for people that watch Andrade or Andrade fans. These are for, like, let's say you're watching WWE and you missed the Andrade run prior. Let's say you're a new fan.
Okay.
You only know the WWE stuff.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying about Matt. They reintroduced him in video vignettes so that new people that don't know of Andrade kind of get an idea of who this person is and why you should care about him and maybe have something to connect with him before he shows up in the ring, which is something that AEW doesn't always necessarily do. I'm not casting stones over at AEW. I'm just saying that's a good thing that I like that they did with Andrade. They did that for like 2-3 weeks, even though he showed up at the Rumble. Now he had his quote unquote debut match on Raw, and that's what they did. And then 2, love me Sasha Banks, I love me Mercedes Moné, but if I don't like watching AEW or I don't like staying up early in the wee cracks of buttfuck of night to watch New Japan, I'm not gonna watch her match. Kudos to her. I'll keep up with her socials, but I'm not gonna keep up with her content. Sometimes you can't keep up with all the content because there is so much now. But
there's Google.com and there's YouTube, right?
I also have a day-to-day life and a fiance and other stuff, so I can't sit there and Google everything.
Right, but then you just stress that you watch your content on YouTube though, or is it like your other stuff?
I have other stuff that I watch on YouTube.
So why you can't why you can't just catch up on YouTube though?
Oh, Matt, we won't get him. Matt, we're getting him right now. It's good, Matt. So my thing is too, right?
I just
right. And one thing I love about our core group, about our podcast, is like you're right. Like at times there's a lot of content going around. There's a week's worth of wrestling.
Yeah.
And plus, in our group, I'm telling you right now, we are constantly posting about every different promotion, everything, every news, every rumor, every little thing. Like they'll wake up, like they'll go to sleep, and they'll wake up to like 12 posts from me from 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm happy for you, but I'm a different type of personality.
Yeah, I will say that we post yesterday and shit.
The only wrestler I fuck with from New Japan is the Great Okan. After he came over here and he did the bull riding and the strip clubs and all this, my friends, my friends keep me cued into whatever the fuck Great Okan is doing. They will DM me and let me know.
And I like that too.
That's awesome. I will say this last thing on this point. When we're talking about it is a promoter's job to promote their talent, but it's also Google's free, right? On brand. Porn has 10-minute trailers so you can see what the fuck you need to see to know what you were going to do before you go and watch an entire porno.
That's true.
That's true. You can sit tap it a little bit and they'll play a little trailer for it, and then you can okay, I'm watching that one. Or you can go to the button now.
Yeah, but Pornhub doesn't have that. They got
Heck, YouTube has that too.
Hey, they got it on Twitter. Twitter, they can do a little fucking 2-minute thing.
Dude,
and I'm like, I want to watch the whole thing, but then I'm not trying to pay for it though.
Elite. It is elite. It is elite now.
The porn on Twitter is
Vince.
Yes.
Spit or swallow.
Just so the guys don't think that I live in this WWE bubble. My first swallow is actually going to be Okada showing up, joining the Elite on Dynamite. The new rebrand and redesign for Dynamite. I love the new video package, the graphics, the logo, the stage. Everything looked crisp and clean. Okada joining the Elites makes sense. But I'm uninterested because I'm not interested in this version of the Young Bucks. Like the EVP version of the Bucks, I haven't been a big fan of. I'm not enjoying it. I love the Bucks. Love the Bucks.
Hey, I'm confused. Okay, so I
got the Bucks right here.
You don't believe in like character evolution? Do you
I
not
understand.
Believe that?
I understand that.
No, I listened to an entire.
I'm looking at my boys.
I was gonna say I listened to a dude get roasted for like half an hour for trying to say on the cookout that The Rock was a better corporate figure than the Bucks. So
listen,
have at Vince.
Oh
listen,
my
okay.
God.
But
Bro,
again,
how can you say this? They're they're taking exactly what people have been destroying AEW about.
I get the
EVPs,
characters.
EVPs, and they're making this shit work. And you don't like it?
I get the whole story development, the character development, where they're drawing inspiration from. All I said was I am uninterested in. It's not for everybody.
Okay.
How?
Okay, no.
Why?
No,
no.
I don't.
How?
In ring wise, the Bucks are good. I enjoy their stuff. I just
How?
don't care. I don't.
How?
care.
Okay, so why you don't care?
Habla
Though?
español un poquito, güey. ¿Por qué no?
Oh Lord!
Oh my God! Really, bro?
You like that, don't you? I've been practicing.
I appreciate the bilingual. I appreciate the bilingual, man. But no, look again. Back to my original thesis statement, if I may.
Okay.
My original thesis statement was that I am swallowing Okada joining the Elite. It made sense. I like the story narrative that they suspended Hangman Page and then they fired Kenny Omega. This is the new Elite. It all makes sense. It makes sense for Okada to be a heel and be aligned with the Bucks. I liked their debut on Collision. I watched it. I watched the full segment. That was the only reason I wanted to tune into Collision. But I'm still uninterested in this version of the Young Bucks. Not saying it's bad. Not saying it's good. I'm just saying I'm personally uninterested, and that's okay.
But why?
Because it's not my cup of tea. I'm just uninterested. It bores me.
Let's
go.
I'm not hating. I just want to know why.
So, bro, if for the host, can we? I'm not trying to be surgical or anything like that, but I have to know, Mr. Man, what interests you? What do you like?
What turns you on?
Yeah, what arouses you?
What makes your nipples
bust a nut?
What makes your nipples perk?
They're talking to you, Vicente.
Vince, what gets you hard?
My soon-to-be wife, my fiance, number one.
No, in wrestling, in professional wrestling.
Don't give us that bland ass answer. Don't give us that bland ass generic answer. You know what we talking about.
Wait, fellas, hold on.
No. Hey, don't give us that bland ass answer.
I just want to let you know this is what I'm clipping for Twitter or TikTok. So please, Vince, what gets you hard?
Hey, everybody, shut up for a second. Let Vince answer, and then
that's why I wasn't answering, because you guys are all talking at the same time.
No, that's why I'm here.
I appreciate you, Katie. Thank you. So, and then again, that was a very vague general question. So I'm like, I'll give you a vague general answer. Number one thing that gets me going is my fiance, my wife. In terms of wrestling, what I'm enjoying right now, I'm enjoying everything with the whole Cody, The Rock, the Roman stuff. I love Dominic Mysterio. I love Damage Control, their story that they're telling leading into WrestleMania. I love what they're doing with the Don, Tony D'Angelo, and this whole interweaving stuff with Dragunov and Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Love me my Latino, so obviously I love what they're doing with LWO and Legado. That's personal bias there. And what else I got over here? Yeah, that's some of the few stuff here. I don't want to say.
I'll reinstate the question.
How do you like that crap?
I'll reinstate the question. So when I said, what do you like? Do you like bad guys? Do you like good guys? Like what part of the Young Bucks you do not like? What does it uninterest you? Because for me, they are becoming the assholes that I have been wanting. Everybody say that they're EVPs, say they're assholes and blah, blah, blah. But we're getting that and then some. We already know that they were assholes, before they started becoming EVPs. But for you say that it's not interesting you. So I just want to know, what part of it doesn't interest you?
The minute they come out there with the get-ups, with the facial hair, with their character work, trying to come off as these EVPs, when I'm not believing it personally, they're not getting me personally. I like their work prior to this. I like New Japan Bucks. I like Ring of Honor Bucks.
I was gonna say, I think the thing is, Vince, you were a fan of the Bucks before AEW, and you don't feel like the Bucks and AEW lived up to what you loved before they got there.
That's what I got. That's what I was asking. Is it because that's what I was asking. Is it because you're more used to what they was prior? They was
exactly.
I get it.
That's what I was asking.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it interests me, because this doesn't feel like what I like. Katie, sorry,
Got you.
everybody, shush. Katie's talking.
Sorry. My man's down here has been waiting for a hot bag for like 5 minutes.
So he's gonna stay hanging. He's gonna stay hanging.
No. I feel like we got to give this man a hot tag, please.
Oh, I'm
Tag
sorry.
him. Tag him.
Yeah,
he right there. Yeah,
that way. Yes.
Here, tag.
Uncoordinated.
Let's side. Are you talking about T.O. or him over on my left?
No, you were
No,
right.
we were talking DJ Redflags.
Yeah.
Nigga, tag me.
I can't hear him.
Oh. Yeah, right here.
DJ Redflags, I think you disconnected your mic.
Oh yeah, there
We
you go.
can't hear you.
There we go. Can you hear me now? My
Yeah.
chair.
You're
Yeah.
good.
Why you weren't getting hot tagged?
Yeah. All right. So my question right now, it kind of piggybacked off of Vince, but for Matt, I want Matt to go first. Then I want Katie. Then I want Vince to go last. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Matt, Katie, Vince. Who is on your heel Mount Rushmore?
Who's gonna do it? He's very serious.
Yeah.
It'll be The Rock. With everything he did prior to in the Attitude Era, and then going back to Hollywood Rock, coming back now, The Rock is going to be on that. See, that's rough for me because I'm not a huge heel guy. I'm really not.
But think about it. Exactly. That's why this question is always hard for everybody.
How about this? Who you hate more?
No. Don't do not handicap them.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to know who I hate more, it's going to be first and foremost Matt Riddle.
Forever not.
We do not fuck with Matt Riddle around here. It is hashtag
Not our
Riddle
kind of
over
white
Riddle
people.
all day. Is what it is. I have a personal vendetta against that man for the rest of my life. But no.
Wow. Do you want to?
Do you want to elaborate on that?
I have elaborated plenty on this show. We have a whole show entitled hashtag Riddle over
Riddle
Riddle.
is not our kind of white people.
Yeah, he's not our kind of white people. Yeah, exactly. Very easy. Not my kind of white people.
The fact that you said no real quick, that means there's a long story. So
right, we can talk about that one-on-one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Save that for the post show.
Yeah, we'll do therapy.
All right, so
later.
Mount Rushmore.
We'll go Rock.
The Rock. 3 more.
We'll go Triple H.
Okay. To see Katie and Vince's face right now,
I'm gonna have to say
so
Rick.
hard, it's hilarious.
I'm just trying to think of my final one, but I think I got my list already.
I'm gonna have to say Ric Flair because as a heel in WCW and everything he did, I know Katie, I know, but just taking everything else out of context as a heel, Ric Flair, and then I also hate to do this one, but I refuse to put Hulk Hogan on any Mount Rushmore regardless, so that's not happening. I'll put Jericho down as number 4 as far as heels go.
When he was doing the stupid idiot stuff was peak heel.
Dude, the list
So
shit was
that'll be my 4.
iconic. All right, Katie, go.
Okay. Randy Orton.
Okay.
Heel Orton is probably superior to me. I have Trips on there.
Okay.
I do have MJF. I'm gonna put someone newer. MJF is a scumbag as a heel, and it's probably one of my tops. The 4th, I'm gonna go with Trish Stratus as a heel. Throw a woman up on there.
Wow.
Trish was a
That's
baddie.
a good one. That's a good one.
I've never heard somebody do that one. That was
Are
the
you
first
talking
for me.
Are you talking about the latest comeback, Trish? Are you talking about
No, this is talking about the
I'm talking like
past-
2000s Trish.
the mask. The mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mask.
Okay.
All right, come on, Vince.
All right. So number 1, I think just because I saw his reign of terror the most, Triple H is on number 1 for me. Honorable mentions to Randy and Rick. They're not on my list, but they're up there for sure. Number 2, I'm gonna have to give it an edge because he was always that heel, that heel towards John Cena or whoever. Hey, he's the biggest heel in the world because he took Kofi's Elimination Chamber spot and won the championship afterwards. So he gets number 2 on there. Number 3 for me, Eddie Guerrero. People love him, but people also love to hate him, and especially when he was doing his stuff with Rey Mysterio and then trying to like steal Dominic away from him. That was probably my favorite heel work.
We know that,
and I
Eddie,
thought
son. Don't lie.
Yeah, so yeah. So
one more.
Last one, obviously, probably the biggest heel in all pro wrestling, and that's Hulk Hogan. I'm convinced. Shout out to Young Kings Wrestling. If you don't believe me, they will tell you he's been a heel from the moment he started in professional wrestling to the moment he stopped lacing up his boots. That man has been a heel
too.
Yeah,
he's a heel in the back
on and like he was portrayed as a baby face.
No.
What?
No.
That's why I said, listen, he's done more than just say the N-word, and that's why Hulk Hogan will never be on my list. I have a whole other show that I do on Patreon where all I do is shit on Hulk Hogan for like 2 hours.
I did all your socials, dude.
Right. Listen, I'm not giving that nigga that all that energy. Chris
is right. You didn't say that.
Listen, I invited you guys for a reason. I want you to feel comfortable and be yourself, make yourself at home.
Oh, really?
You get the whole version. Trust me.
Exactly. That's why. That is why I had you here.
Now the wedding ring's coming off. The watch is coming off.
Well, you prepare
you don't see
yourself.
no hands on this finger. Shit.
While you prepare yourself, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, patreon.com/Creatia World. If you go there for $1, you get 3 shows. The first show is Return to Wrestling with me and my co-host, who was in the chat, Lord Cussalot, Travis Pointer. We go back starting at the very first Nitro. We are working our way through everything WCW. Our next episode we are recording next week is going to be Road Wild 1998. Jay Leno and Diamond Dallas Page versus Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan. The one that you guys can get right now today, if you subscribe, is Bash at the Beach 1998. Karl Malone and Diamond Dallas Page versus Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan. And if you want to hear someone just shit on Hulk Hogan for 2 hours, this is the podcast for you because I hate that motherfucker. So $1, you get that. And it's the entire back catalog, everything we have done, plus a new episode every month. You also get Multiverse with Travis and Mara. So if you are a fan of the DC animated films, every month they break down a new DC animated film. It is in there. Again, $1. And then the last thing you get is If You Have to Ask, a brand new show we brought to you with me and my wife, Kate. That show is us doing Am I the Asshole posts. We bring on guests. Katie was on our latest episode. It is also a really good time. And you get a little bit of insight into the dumb shit I say and the fact that she even puts up with me and somehow is still married to me. So that's the thing. Those 3 shows for $1.
I know the film.
You guys also, we got other shit, and that's all available in every tier. So if you got a little bit more money, you want to show us a little bit more support, click that link, go see what else you can get. One of those things is this show ad-free, but since you are with us live today, we do have sponsors, and Travis is here to tell you all about those sponsors. Travis, take it away.
Tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high-quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creatiaworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creatiaworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
Now, just so you guys know, I muted everybody during that because it doesn't automatically mute. So if you are muted, you're going to have to unmute yourself. But Stormy, man, Well, you're still muted too. Every time you do that instant transmission, it just popped our layup back, and I had to pop you in and out. I didn't know you fucked with Akira Toriyama like that, but
what's funny is that it genuinely sounds like the instant transmission sounds from Dragon Ball Z Abridged when he pops in and out.
But how'd y'all get Morpheus?
I have known Morpheus since 3rd grade. We grew up together. We went to school together. I've known him since 3rd grade. So me and Morpheus are like that.
I'm like, how did like y'all remember the movie The Ringer? Like, when the fuck did we get ice cream? Like, how the fuck y'all get Morpheus? I made Katie pop.
The Dragon Ball. Nice.
Oh,
Enforcer.
Rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Bro, aren't you like 30?
I didn't get to explain the thing to you, but you've been here long enough. You see how it goes. So I'm going to ask you the same question I've asked everyone else. Enforcer, spit or swallow?
Before he starts, I just want to just ask Stormy, aren't you like 34 playing? Aren't you too old for playing with Dragon Balls?
Hey, listen, I'm 36 going on 37, and I play with balls every day of my life.
You know, these balls are immortal. These balls are immortal, okay?
And if you gather them in your hands and make a wish, it will come true. Let me just tell you.
I am so sorry, Enforcer. My bad.
No, I know. I know you, bro. So I knew that's gonna come. But
these balls are immortal, Chris. These balls are immortal.
Those balls are immortal, and if you gather my balls in your hand and make a wish, you will unleash the dragon. So
you'll get
my wife did that too, and she got a kid.
Matt, you are my hero. That's my joke for the past 10 years. You my hero, bro. You my hero.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, man. Spit or swallow. What you got?
So
blue, red pill. Exactly, Will.
So I'm going to just say for my swallow. It's gonna be balls. Well, like I said, this segment that Cody finally grew some balls since we're on the ball subject, and got his lick back and smacked the shit out of Rock. Because me and this man and Tio has been making pictures on this one single thing of him smacking Rock. And Rock's face disappears, and Roman in the back smiling, or he looking at Cody like, "What the fuck was you doing?" So that's one.
I'm gonna give you a mulligan because you came in late, and DJ Redflags already stole that swallow from you. So what else you got?
I got another one. Okay, I got another one. Don't worry about it. This is not just a one.
Yeah, no repeat swallows.
No, it's not one scene.
I mean, you guys can snowball all you want.
Wait, time out. What if it's a snowball?
Yeah, no, you guys can snowball all you want.
You gotta snowball it at the same time. You can't come back to it and boomerang it.
I always got another one. I watch wrestling all week.
Snowball? I didn't. Oh, never.
I'll tell you about what a snowball is later, Chris. I got you.
Thank you.
You never heard of snowball, Chris?
No, I don't snow.
Post-show conversation. Continue.
Yeah. Again, well, to anybody, we already mentioned not OKADA, but Ospreay. Ospreay on Revolution. That's his debut against Creatia, which brought Creatia to another level. Because I swear, he's at this point. He beat King Omega in 1 week twice, but they haven't done it after that. That match, awesome. So that's my spit, brother. I do got one. Unfortunately, it's in WWE. It's in WWE. Raw. Period. Like what y'all doing with the show? The show. Like what y'all doing with the women's division? Like
I don't
know. I mean, my thing is this Liv Morgan thing. It's got this hashtag. We want Liv Morgan now. But y'all didn't want her when she was champion. Y'all disowned her when she was champion. Then you had Becky Lynch win this Elimination Chamber match, but it seems like y'all about to make this a triple threat or a fatal 4-way. So what's the point of her even winning the chamber match? Then?
It's gonna be a 4-way.
So
I don't care for the 4-way. I personally really just want to see Rhea versus Becky. Liv and Nia just can't mind their own business right now. And they need to just go ahead and find their own other storyline, and they can circle back to the title picture after that we have Becky versus Rhea. But this is going to feel like WrestleMania 2000, where everyone wanted Rock versus Triple H, and then they included Big Show and Mick Foley in it.
Right.
And it's like, look, love Liv. Nia, love-hate relationship, respect her, don't personally care. But again, it feels like Nia had a chance. She should have just disappeared. Liv lost the chamber, should have just faded away. They should have just been singly booking Becky Rhea. But
he wants the tag. He wants the tag.
This way? Or
all right.
Yeah, right.
Devil's advocate, right? I hear what you're saying, but let's just say, because Chris talked about what happens with Cody after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of discussion with WrestleMania and everything is, well, what's the plan after? If
Always.
it isn't a fatal four-way, if the story is Becky needs to prove she's the best, and the only way to do that is to beat Rhea, and we are just heating up Liv and keeping Nia hot for whoever is champion after WrestleMania, and using that to kind of build this story for Becky, because now she's beating these women on her road to WrestleMania, because she's had taken a few L's and she needs to get her wins back, right? So if we're heating these women up for after the fact, not necessarily at WrestleMania, is it really a bad thing?
The thing is here, when you say Becky, she just got a couple L's. But the whole year, she's been freaking winning. She even went down to NXT and took the title reign for a couple months and gave it to her best friend, or her friend, her student. So
we love Lyra around here.
She's been, okay, I love her. Don't get me wrong, I love her too. But she's been in the picture the whole year. Okay, that's one. Two, Liv Morgan just came back from injury, and yes, I say this. Her story kind of makes sense because she went the revenge tour and she went Rhea Ripley, right? But at the same time, like you're coming back
sir, not injury, jail.
Oh, whichever one, brother. I don't. They say injury. You say jail.
She was not incarcerated.
Maybe she was. Maybe she was injured in jail. Maybe
it's hey, listen. One pothead from another. She's all right. So she came back and now she wants the revenge. Okay, you get your revenge after WrestleMania. Okay, with the belt, without the belt, it's personal. She injured you. Okay, storyline. We're gonna stay with storyline. She injured you. Then you got Nia Jax, who actually had a good match with Rhea Ripley. Don't get me wrong, that's probably one of her best matches in her whole damn career.
Yeah.
Not injury. No one got injured. She actually looked like she was dominating. I mean, since she came back, she been okay. She's been on parole. She's okay. But the story is, we knew this from the press conference. They was gonna have Becky Lynch against Rhea Ripley. When she said Rhea Ripley's the bottom, we're on that kind of show. I can say that here. She's a bottom. She's not on top. So I was like, okay, we already knew this was gonna be the WrestleMania match. Right? Go ahead, Katie. I'm sorry.
To answer Will's point, Liv is the last person to pin Rhea Ripley.
So
Rhea Ripley injured Liv Morgan. That's why.
But
that's storytelling.
Here's what Will's doing. Katie cannot stand the fact that Charlotte loses the title, goes away, shows up, and gets right back in the title picture. So Will is trying to make the point of how is it okay for anyone else to do it, but it's not okay for Charlotte. He's taking jabs at Katie from the comments. That's what
this is a personal jab.
Before I get instant transmission up out of here, Becky Lynch does the exact same thing.
You guys have a Willis Wheeler too.
Hold on. I got time to Stormy. Go ahead.
Okay, Becky Lynch does the exact same thing. The only reason Becky won the chamber so they could give her another win, like they did when they gave her the NXT title. That's all they ever do with Becky Lynch.
I don't think Becky's winning. I don't think Becky's winning.
I'm just saying though, they always do that. Well, how come Charlotte, like she just said, when Becky Lynch does the exact same things but get praised for it?
I know.
And in WrestleMania 40 is the theme of storylines. Liv has the better story with Rhea instead of Becky.
They should have had her win the chamber then we wouldn't be in this situation then.
Oh, and I don't think you heard me earlier. You actually like this legato crap that they got going on with LWO?
I'm sorry. I'm supporting my Latinos. What's wrong with that?
It's terrible.
We like Roosh.
And
I like Santos. I like
I'm gonna stay out of that.
I like Humberto.
I know. I
like Selena. I like LWO. Reyes in my Mount Rushmore of all-time wrestling. He's top 3. This is doing
If I
it for
was
me.
wrong,
This is
will
my
I
niche.
apologize?
No,
If
it's
I was
because
wrong,
I
I
said he does it to
apologize.
me all the time. That's why.
You know what? The only thing I'm gonna say about the LWO, they should have left it in 1999, and I'm gonna leave that alone.
But let's switch to shows now when it comes to the women with SmackDown. Bailey is getting her, her karma. They said we all saw coming since EO won the title that they kicked her out of Direct Control. Now she feels bad. I don't have no friends and that stuff. You bring back Naomi, or Naomi comes back, and they actually put this in the SmackDown promo where Bianca walks in and says, I don't feel sorry for her. She's like, well, I kind of do. Well, you wasn't here when she was in control.
I mean, it's true.
It's true.
It is.
It's that true. But are you trying to sell me that, Naomi's going to be her friend now?
Well, I don't know if this was on SmackDown or this was just like a thing that they put online after, but I guess Damage Control confronted Naomi.
Oh, really?
And I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly what was said. It was on their socials. If you go on their Twitter, it was on WWE's. They basically confronted Naomi about it. So we'll see.
So I got a question. So for the host here, what's truly the better storyline? Liv Morgan trying to get her revenge tour, or Bailey and Damage Control? Because I still think it's Bailey standing Damage Control.
Bailey.
See, I disagree. I'm enjoying the Rhea stuff more than I am the Bailey, because Bailey won the Rumble, right?
What?
In my opinion, hold on. In my opinion, that Bailey story, to what Chris was saying, should feel bigger than it has going into what should be a main event of WrestleMania. I didn't like seeing Bailey get back with Dakota and fall into that trap and look stupid after the whole thing was, I'm not as dumb as you think I am. So for me, maybe it's because I really like all of the players for multiple reasons, aesthetically and in-ring wise, of what's going on Raw, as I also do on SmackDown. But I honestly just don't feel like the Bailey story is as big as it should be coming off her Rumble win with everything that's going on.
Well, it's kind of hard to build up a story when The Rock and Roman and Cody and everybody are getting like 30, 40-minute segments on a 2-hour show.
But that's WWE's job to do it, and they're failing.
They are.
Big time.
I'm still
Go ahead,
more
DJ
about
Redflags.
Tag him down here.
Hot tag. SmackDown has a thing about burying their women talent. They did it with Asuka. When Asuka was the champion, and they made it about Charlotte and Bianca. They buried the champion. They did the same thing with Io right now. Io's the champion, but Bianca was getting all the shine for it too. SmackDown is known for burying the women talent, but nobody is ready for that conversation.
Shit.
Is that great?
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Hey,
Stormy. Stormy.
Also, before I get instant transfusion, anytime WWE drop 2K, normally the Rumble Rovers are like the main people of the game. You see, it's all about Bianca, but Bailey won it, so now they have to push Bianca to try to sell the game, but Bailey's getting pushed out the way. They try to sell the tickets about the game.
But shout out to Rhea. Shout out to Rhea and Bianca being the only two women to be the only women on the cover of a WWE 2K game. Because that is fucking amazing. And the fact that all those people were talking all that shit about Bianca Belair and how she doesn't belong there.
Oh, they can
fucking.
Were you there?
If you
don't
don't
have to go
think
for the guy?
Bianca Belair belongs on the cover of a wrestling game, I don't think you should be fucking watching wrestling.
Joey, I'm talking to you, King Joey, on TikTok. How dare you say Bianca to go back to NXT?
Matt, talk your
Bianca
shit.
is hands down one of the best wrestlers, not female wrestlers in the business today.
And she wasn't even a wrestler.
The only reason you validly have to say anything negative about Bianca Belair is the fact that you don't like the way she looks.
It's because they secretly want her.
Valid
That's
reason
why.
for
No,
disrespecting
because
her.
I know why. I figured out why. Because they mad that Bianca took the hair off their favorite horse's ass and put on hers. So now they mad and they want revenge. That's what it is.
To be really honest with you, here's the thing. The thing about it is that we always talk about this on hashtag Heels4Life and also on the Cookout in every platform that we're on. The issue is, and this is no offense to people, so please do not take my words and thinking that I'm a racist. The issue
to be
is
clear,
that
before you go, saying what he is about to say doesn't mean everyone. It's talking about a specific group of people.
Thank you.
I'm going to think, Chris. I'm going to think.
So my whole thing is that this is a white industry. Okay, people need to understand that this is a white industry, and black people were not supposed to be even close to this industry at all. They was not supposed to make any type of trailblazing, no accomplishments, nothing like that. And sometimes we have to bring people back to code that, you know, racism does exist in professional wrestling. I do not like to talk about it, but I will confront it. If somebody asks me a question about it, I will tell them how I feel. The issue with Bianca Belair should not be a surprise to anybody, because there's a lot of people out there that feels that when you get too much blackism or when you get too much black power on your television, according to some white folks or whatever, the ones that does not like black people, they feel that it's a crime to have an African American on a video game. And it's wild to me that we have to have this type of conversation. This is historic to me. This is historic because we have never had an African American woman like showcased on a WWE video game. I mean, we had Bobby Lashley, you know, we had Bobby Lashley, Undertaker, and John Cena on before, but we never had like an African American woman, you know what I'm saying? And for them to say racist shit like that, it's just, I don't know. Maybe they think that we're in the 1800s. We're going to go back to the 1800s, but sweetie, this is 2024. I'm like, we're still playing this race game. It just baffles me.
He's below.
Stormy, I will tag you. Just give me 1 second. So, you guys are new to the show. Something that we did a while ago. I would do an opening PSA for all of the white people that don't understand what the fuck is going on, or, in my opinion, acting a certain way. Our boys at Young Kings Wrestling have Black Lives Matter NWO style t-shirts for sale, as well as the shirt that Vince is wearing. If you can get that up. Black History t-shirts with all of the champions and everything for sale. We support our boys at Young Kings Wrestling. We support this agenda. And as someone who grew up in an area where I was predominantly the minority, I try to explain to all the white people who don't understand certain things. Like when I said Chris is not talking about everyone. If he's saying something, it doesn't mean everyone is included. Correct. I try and explain these things to the white audience that might not understand it, because I have this platform. And as Chris said, with this being an industry where black people were not welcome and were supposed to be kept away from, as a white host with a platform, I like to give as many opportunities as I can to black podcasters, women, etc., to get their voices out there, get themselves heard, and explain to them what they're going through so people can understand better. So thank you for that, Chris.
I appreciate you, because these are type of conversations that make, you know, the
people uncomfortable.
Right. It makes them uncomfortable, which is fine. That's the whole point of talking about this. Instead of, like, you know, running under a couch and pretending that it's going to go away, I'd rather have these conversations so we can all talk about it, so we can have some type of common ground. But of course, you know, as an African-American podcaster, as a gay podcaster, I know that people do not want to have these conversations because they feel that black people shouldn't exist. And that's basically the bad side of professional wrestling.
And you know what's crazy? Oh, fuck Stormy. So like we all have gone out one text. We all have gone out one text is like, see, we need to talk. See, I told you it was gonna happen, so I might as well do it right now. Like basically, like you said, that conversation is kind of like it's a conversation that we don't want to hear. Wow. Is that one text that we get from our significant others? We need to talk. When we see that text message, your stomach automatically turns turns flips. It turns. It goes in knots. You like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Hey, Stormy, hot tag.
Go ahead, Excalibur. Talk.
Do you do this?
This is
Quick,
go.
Go. The timer's
If
on.
she didn't get hurt, the main event was going to be Bianca and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 40.
He said the timer's on. You're so damn dumb.
That's it. Okay.
All right. So
Okay, yeah. If she did get hurt, it was going to be Bianca and Charlotte because Charlotte is the last little mark on her for being all the horsewomen.
okay.
True.
All right. So I got to swallow here. And to the point that we talked about with AEW earlier, right? The reason I watch AEW is a lot of the people, Chris talked about this again, a lot of people that I really enjoyed from WWE that left came over here, and I want to watch them do their thing in AEW. The Malachi Blacks, the Tony Storms, the Swerves, all of these things are why I watch that product, even though it doesn't give me. I'm much more of the soap opera drama end of why I watch wrestling. That's what I'm in it for, not so much the matches. But since you guys are doing it and you're talking about it, Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Adam Cole opening up Dynamite, Swerve coming out talking his shit. I love fucking Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has been Samoa Joe. I've gone back and watched him in Ring of Honor. I've seen him in NXT. I've seen him in WWE. I've seen him in TNA. I've seen him all over the place. Samoa Joe has always just been Samoa Joe, and that's a bad motherfucker through decades of professional wrestling to this day. Watching Swerve do this babyface turn has been fantastic. Watching him come through his shit and establish himself. Samoa Joe doing his thing, and now Adam Cole trying to validate Wardlow, who they have had on the back burner for so long as their next guy, but also saying, hey, when he wins, he's giving me the belt, which will be in and of itself its own thing that I'll be all interested in and about. This whole thing to open up Dynamite was fantastic. Go ahead.
When you said that, and as soon as I like about Adam Cole, unfortunately, he got hurt, but it's kind of like WWE saw his future because the dude is the manager for a big body, which is
Swerve
Wardlow.
said that too.
Right? So it's crazy. And like you said, he's trying to sell Wardlow, but Wardlow to me, I'm sorry, even though you get a nice, passionate promo and you actually said some real shit, I'm still not feeling Wardlow now. Like they kind of like you had that shit a year or two ago when you was no contender, and then they put the TNT title on you instead of giving you the heavyweight title, the shot.
And that is the booking issues,
right?
Because he could have been the next Batista. They could have gone that route with that man, and they failed him.
He was, you know how we at that age where when Goldberg came in and all he did was come to the tunnel.
Literally, what I'm covering on Return to Wrestling.
Right.
Every
Goldberg spear, jackhammer, everybody go crazy. Wardlow was coming.
We're not there yet.
No, not yet. Wardlow was coming. Powerbomb you 4 or 5 times, leave. And it was cool. It was like, all right, this is him. We get it. This is him. But then, they try to put the story of why they cut his hair and try to make him the emotional baby face. This is why I like what's going on with Swerve. Swerve was an asshole. Swerve was a fucking prick. Come to your house, put a t-shirt in your baby's crib, beat up an 18-year-old in his gym, blah, blah. But organically, the fans, and not only organic, we got to dance because my partner over here did a challenge, and I just want y'all to know if y'all want to join in the dance challenge. But it got over, right? So it organically got over to this point that when this dude was talking about in the promo this past week, talking about maybe it's karma, I'm not getting attacked. The fan said, "Fuck that, you deserve it." Like, oh yeah. It's done. It's complete.
The best thing that Swerve said in that whole thing when he was going at Adam Cole was, I love you in this manager role. If you need another client, I've got Britt's other phone number. I can give it to you.
Yep.
I love
that was a burn. That was a burn.
I love
that. Was awesome. I enjoyed that one.
The other thing you said, I definitely agree with is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has not changed. Yeah, he's been in certain different organizations, but he was always Joe's going to kill you. Joe, always. This dude went to every company he went to. He won. He won gold. It don't matter. He won some type of gold. So now that he came to AEW, automatically came in, won the Ring of Honor television title, then won the TNT title. He was the king of television. Remember that role. Dude was spit fire on the mic. So when he had a chance to get the AEW title, it was just like, when y'all go pull the trigger? They pulled the trigger. They had no choice though, because Adam Cole hurt himself and shit. So whatever storyline they was going with this devil thing, it kind of killed it. But they did the right thing, putting the title on Samoa Joe. He's been killing it, and this dude not dumb. Like, he knew it was a triple threat match. He said, I'm just gonna kick both y'all asses. Y'all ain't gonna pin him to not pin me. I'm gonna kick both y'all asses. And which he did. So love Samoa Joe. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now we're gonna do our last spit or swallow. And Chris,
yes, sir.
The last time I came to you, you had rebuttals, so you haven't officially done your very own spit or swallow yet. So I'm gonna let you give us the last spit or swallow of the show before we close out and plug our socials.
What an honor.
Sure, yeah, right. Wait, right now?
Right now. Chris, spit or swallow.
Fuck. Okay. Shit. AEW Revolution, man, probably the best pay-per-view to date. Definitely, I'm gonna swallow my pride and say that. Swallow. Not only that, I'm gonna swallow some more. Okada coming out and his heel turn was unexpected. The Young Bucks are probably the biggest assholes. EVPs,
Mathematics and Nickelback Jackson. That's what I call them.
I love them. I just love them. Their pettiness, their ability to get over a legend like Sting. Like, their work has been so unappreciated in this business. It's almost damn near criminal. You know, a lot of people say that, you know, the Young Bucks are petty and they all about themselves, but at the end of the day, they know how to treat a legend. And that is what I love about the Young Bucks. Like I said, their work for the past 5 years has been up and down, but listen, they have did the one thing they was set out to do, which was kill the business. They didn't kill the business. Yeah, I'm telling you, they killed the business, and they literally have killed the business. They have changed how professional wrestling is broadcast, and I love it. It's just giving me so much life. Like, I want so much more. You know what I'm saying? As far as like spit, that whole bloodline shit and that confrontation. I mean, I wouldn't say spit. I'll say gargle. I was into it, but then they just like left me. It just got diverted. You know, I
will say props to Seth for being able to get an entire crowd to chant diarrhea. I didn't think diarrhea Dwayne was good. However, he did get thousands of people to just repeatedly chant diarrhea.
But you know what, bro? But you know
remember when John Cena said Tooth Fairy? And we didn't think about that until the next week. It got over. So, you know, if you give it time and let it marinate, and like you got something against Brock, that's how it is.
We're not going to allow diarrhea to marinate. No, it's supposed to go in the toilet and flush. That's what you do. We're not marinating no diarrhea. That's disgusting. My whole thing is that but like I said, overall, it was great professional wrestling this week, and like I said, kudos. I'll swallow to that, but there's just some parts that I will gargle and spit out and engulf and swallow.
You know, so what you said about the Young Bucks. Mm-hmm. This is the thing about the Young Bucks over the years. They've been getting a lot of bullshit from Mr. Cornette, and stuff. And
he can suck my dick as far as I'm concerned.
And just like my man Vince, we're used to a certain Young Bucks, okay? Like he just said, Young Bucks know how to treat a legend. Let's not forget this has actually been their resume for years. They if y'all remember, it was a Ring of Honor show, Supercard of Honor. They had a ladder match with the Hardy Boys. And not the next night, the Hardy Boys went to WrestleMania. The Dirty asked the Young Bucks to make sure they don't get hurt. They did that.
Yep.
They get such a bum rap in their wrestling. Oh, they don't sell. They do that. This dude, Matthew. Oh, what do you call him? Mathematics. Mathematics sold a back injury through 4 different companies. New Japan, PWG, Ring of Honor, and some European tours. For months. Don't tell me the boys don't know how to sell. These dudes sold a back injury from different promotions. So they you're right. They don't get their flowers. They don't get. Everybody got to find some way to hate the Young Bucks. But at the end
it's
of the
just
day,
weird energy to me,
right?
Man.
At the end of the day, the Young Bucks have been the most one of. I'm gonna say they're the only, but they've been one of the most decorated tag teams in the industry this past decade. And if you're gonna name 5 tag teams, you gotta have the Young Bucks in your list somewhere. They don't have to be no one.
You talk about in this era, or you talk about all time?
In the past 10 years, because
Okay, yeah, I'll give it that.
Right, because that's a whole different list, and I don't want to get.
Right.
I agree with Enforcer there because I'm going to be doing a March Madness tournament featuring exclusively tag teams. The Young Bucks are going to be featured on there. Katie's going to be a judge on there. So cheap plug, youtube.com/SESVince if you guys want to see that go down.
And that is a great transition, Vince, because ladies and gentlemen, the last thing that we do is I go around the room and ask everyone what their favorite show of the week was. And then we're going to close out and let you know where we can find everybody on their socials. If you enjoyed the show and you want to see more of them, where you can find them and interact with them. So we'll just go around the... Katie, what was your favorite show you watched this week?
NXT.
Vince?
NXT.
Enforcer?
Damn it. I got to say NXT too.
Mr. Sugar Nipples?
Dynamite.
DJ Redflags?
NXT.
Stormy?
Dynamite, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, birthday twin.
It was a hard choice,
It was a hard choice, but you see the shirt I'm wearing. You know I'm going NXT. My boy Tony D in the main event, killing it with Carmelo Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, as per the majority of the guests on the Smackin It Raw podcast, NXT was the best show this week. I'm going to start with our guests. Chris, please let everyone know where they can find you and Heels for Life.
You can find us here on YouTube, Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. We are killing with numbers. We're at like almost 530 subscribers. We was at 500 subscribers about a week ago, and it's getting insane. You can also find us on TikTok. We do numerous shows. So like I have an upcoming show on Tuesdays that I do with my boy Joe from the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast called The Wrestling Debates and Catering. We talk about everything and everything and all everything. Yes, it's just insane with that show. Also, we do cookouts. That is to be announced. Sometimes we do it on Fridays. Sometimes we do it on Sundays. It just really depends. I'm going to be uploading 2 shows. I'm going to be uploading a special cookout where we had Zilla Fought 2 on our cookout. And then also I'm going to upload episode 17 from this past Tuesday. So, yeah, you can follow us everywhere. We're everywhere on social media. So appreciate you guys for having us on the show. And, yeah, love it. Can't wait to come back.
Enforcer, I'm going to make you go last because you came last. So, DJ Redflags, you got anything you want to plug?
He came last.
Giggity.
Yeah. Like I said, hashtag Heels for Life on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. But I want to plug this one in before I go. He's back. Brock Lesnar is on the official roster for WWE. The man got acquitted. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Free Brock.
I mean, I don't know.
Bro, it's too late for that.
Yeah, I know.
Free Brock. Because he's taking off. Free Brock.
Nigga,
Free
it's
Brock.
too late, nigga. We're 2-3 weeks away from WrestleMania. Man, fuck that nigga.
Free
With
Brock.
the name like Stormy in that coat, I'm assuming maybe you might be
That's it.
pimping a little bit. You got where can they find you? Maybe
Like the Endless Storm.
I'm on TikTok, aka the Endless Storm, at STL Spider, and I'm also the man of 1,000 voices. So yeah, go check it out.
All right.
I was waiting for
Unfortunately,
him.
go ahead.
That was the one.
Yes, again, they already said it. Life Wrestling Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Man, we everywhere. But you want to see me personally and help a brother out on TikTok, enforce the H4L. I'm just goofy as hell, putting old wrestling stuff on there, funny stuff on there, but also give y'all the updates of when we gonna do shows or when my partner's got something going on, repost it, share it. But let me just say this, brother. I love this show. I love being on the show. Y'all, you the man. I salute you, Katie. I'm your give you a high five. If Vince, my brother, we gonna be all right, man. We gonna be all right. The Young Bucks is all right. We gonna be all right, brother. That's it. I'm with you. I wish I got to get used to this, but we're good.
Vince, go ahead and plug yourself.
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SESVince. Link in my bio takes you to all the archives of all the past Straight Talk episodes. I talk basketball, Dragon Ball, did like a bunch of different stuff. All that nerd stuff. We have it on there as well. Like I mentioned, youtube.com/SESVince is where I'm going to have my March Madness tournament. So go ahead and check that out. It's going to be available March 24th, at 6:06 p.m. Sunday. So check that out.
Katie.
You can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasson13, Linktree about to take all things She Lead Showcase, twitch.tv/She Lead Showcase, and youtube.com/She Lead Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish, give or take. Patreon.com/She Lead Showcase, where you get exclusive non-wrestling content. And I put a new story time with Katie Kinsey, baby, because Adam Cole doesn't tell stories anymore. I do. About when I went to Survivor Series in 2004. So if you want to check that out and hear my experience from them, go check it out.
Awesome.
And as always, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ritter for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, and everywhere else across socials, whether it is Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or Blue Sky at Smackin It Raw. For the Heels for Life podcast, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay, and SES Vince, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub.